Hello and welcome to Maximize. Today I've got 5 great note-taking apps for your Mac to show you, so let's get started. We're starting with Bear. It's a beautiful, simple and lightweight note-taking app. I can start a new note by clicking the pen icon just here. Here we are. We're in a wonderful new note. We can keep calm and write something. So if I want to write about the walk I went on today, I can write the walk I went on today. You know what? I think that heading's too big. I can click this small heading icon here, and that will allow me to change the size of the heading, so maybe I want heading 2 instead. Now, if I click return, I'm into my note, so I can start writing. I can write, I went on a walk today. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Now, once I've typed, there are some formatting options in here. There's not too many, it's not going to overload you with formatting options, but there are a few. For example, I can underline it. I've got a little red underline there now. If I want to, I can highlight and maybe, I don't know, add a link or strike through it. I could make a list, so I could make a list of the things I saw on my walk. Let's put an ordered list. I saw a bird, I saw a tree, I saw a fish, and I saw a bench. I can also click the 3 dots and I'll get some options of what to do with the note. For example, I can pin it to the top. So, say I want to pin this note to the top, I can hit pin to the top, and now it's pinned. Even if I make a new note, that note will still be at the top. Don't worry, there's some other options too. If I don't like the white colour on the background, for example, I can head into the preferences, then I can head into themes, and there's some themes I can choose from. Some of these require Bear Pro, which will cost you about $13.99 a year. But there are a few that I can use for free. For example, if I want it to be black, it can be black. There's also editing options, like the font size. I can tone that up a bit. Say I don't like Avenir, I can have Georgia instead. Or Courier. The line height is also something I can change. The line width can also be changed. So if I wanted to start on that side of the page, now it does. I can also change the paragraph spacing. Let me reset that to the defaults. That's Bear. Let's head into our next note-taking app. Here's our next note-taking app. We're in Notejoy. It's a note-taking app built for teams with the ability to add tasks and create libraries. So right now I'm in my library in my main notebook. If I want to add a note, I can. Yep, this design isn't as nice as the one Bear has in my opinion, but it does have some features that I would like to show you. So I can add a note. I'm going to name my note, so I'm going to name it My First Note. I can start writing. This is my first note in Notejoy, but I'm not going to write Notejoy just yet because I want to be able to tag everything that involves the word Notejoy. So I can place a hashtag and then the word Notejoy. That should now tag. That should create a tag. Don't know why it's not creating a tag. It should create a tag. There we go. It got there in the end. It took a second, but we got there. Notejoy. So now if I click here, I can see all of the notes that I've created with the tag Notejoy. Let's create another note with this tag. So we'll hit New Note. Notejoy tag. Let's just hash Notejoy. Maybe I also want to tag this note with the tag note. So that's tagged now. There's some other formatting options in here. For example, I can type in bold. So I'm now typing in bold. Although it's gone off bold. Now it's on bold. I can make it bold, italic and underline if I want to. I can create a list. There we go, that's or a checklist. So I've said hello now. As you can see, my tags are updating down the side automatically, which is really cool. I can also see my recent notes. And if I want to save this note for later, I can star it. It will now be in my starred area. So I'm not sure if I like this one as much as Bear. It does have a few more options than Bear, like I can add images and links and videos and documents, so it does have some standout features that you won't find in Bear. Okay, here we have drafts. This is slightly different. Drafts I really like because when I'm out, I can dictate from my Apple Watch, and the draft will appear right in here. But anyway, let's start our first draft. It's, again, another lightweight, simple note-taking app built for quick notes and drafts. So maybe I'm drafting a story. I can put chapter 1. of the Maximize Adventure. And then I can write, I don't know, I looked at note-taking apps and asked everybody to subscribe. It would be cool if you'd subscribe, by the way. That'd be super cool. Now, I can have a date. So you can see it's October 23rd, 2022. That's added into my note now. Do I want to add a checklist? Yes, I do. I can tick that off. I can also do voice recordings in here, which is super cool. So if I click new and just allow drafts to my microphone. Yep, drafts can have my microphone. Here we go. As I'm talking, it's adding it into drafts. It's not the best dictation I've ever seen, but we can create that and add that. That's a new note now. I can also add markers, and there are options in here. I'm not sure if I like the design. I can also delete apps. I like the design of this ribbon at the top. It's very MacOS-y, but I don't know if I like how the rest of the app is handled. Anyway, let's head on to my next note-taking app. As I said, I've got a few. Now, have you heard of a Post-it note? You probably have. This is the Post-it app. It's presumably made by the same company, I'm guessing so. And it allows us to draw on our notes. So let's have a look. I can create a new Post-it note. There are a bunch of colour options, which is really nice. I'd like this bluey one. So yeah, I can start drawing on this note. So if I want to say hello, admittedly it's a bit hard to draw with my mouse, but I've said hello on there. I can draw a smiley face. There's a bunch of markers I can choose from, so say I want to give it green hair, now I can. Blue beard, why not? There is also the text option, but it's basically made for drawing, but I can add text if I want to. There's not too many formatting options because it's not built for text. I can change the font around a bit. I can change where on the note to send it to, and I can number it or bullet point it. Here we are in Tot. This is an app that I use a lot. Now, it's free on your Mac, and you will have to pay on your iPhone if you want to be able to access your notes over there. I've actually had this open on my second monitor this whole time, because I've had all my notes for this video written down in Tot. So Tot is very simple. You're not going to find many features at all. So you can change the font to that one and back, basically. I can share. And I can add bullet points. But that is about it. That's all you're going to find in Tot. You can also find some settings. But yeah, that's Tot. Tot is also available on your watch now. But anyway, you will only have 7 notes. That's another video I've got planned where I'd like to talk about a browser called Orion, so I've written that down in Tot too. Basically, there's only 7, so it's for quick notes that you plan to note down, then delete afterwards, much like the macOS stickies. You can make it bigger, but unlike all the other apps we've had on this list, you can't make it fill up the whole screen. It's a small app. It's much like stickies in macOS. So it's just for noting down quick stuff, so I can write, hello. Have you enjoyed the video? Have you enjoyed the video? Leave a thumbs up. And that's all you're going to find in Tot. Tot's very simple, but it's a very cute little app that I download on every device I've got. I've got it on my phone and I've got it on my Mac, and all my notes will sync. So I can carry on wherever I left off on all my devices. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and I'll catch you in the next one.